ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم أما بعد فقال الله سبحانه وتعالى عز وجل فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم يوم ترونها تذهل كل مرضعة عما أرضعت وتضع كل ذات حمل حملها وترى الناس سكارى وما هم بسكارى ولكن عذاب الله شديد صدق الله العظيم. Respected brothers and sisters, it has been more than a month when we came out of month of Ramadan. Ramadan is a very special time for the Muslim Ummah. So much so Rasulullah once said, if my Ummah would know the value of the month of Ramadan, they would wish that the whole year the Ramadan should start. However, it came and it went. And that happens every year. We witness that. But the hikmah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His mercy, explained that you get taqwa. And then Ayyam Hajj start. Very first day of Shawwal, which is well known as Eid al-Fitr, is also first day of Ayyam Hajj. And then, in other words, first you clean yourself, clean your batin, have taqwa and tazkiyah, and now come to see Baitullah for Hajj. These two verses I recited from Surah Hajj. There is a surah in Quran with that name, Al-Hajj. Noteworthy how it begins. Ya ayyuhan nasu ttaqu rabbakum. In Ramadan, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykumus siyamu kama kutiba alal ladhina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun. So that you can get taqwa. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again reminding the people, O people, you should fear Allah, fear your Rabb, have taqwa. Inna zalzalat as-sa'ati shay'un azim. Again, a reason is given that you are going towards a day in which there will be a zalzala, earthquake, shaking of the earth so terribly that everything will come out of it. إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا. Whatever will be hidden in the earth will come out. That shake will be that severe and great. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying something azim, how great that would be. Inna zalzalat as-sa'ati shay'un azim, because that's a very dangerous situation for someone, whereas some others will be blessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be enjoying their time under the shade of Arsh. We want to be amongst them. Then says, يَوْمَ تَرَوْنَهَا تَذْهَلُ كُلُّ مُرْضِعَةٍ. It is the day in which those mothers who has babies would forget to feed them the milk. And those who are pregnant will abort. Allahu Akbar kabira. Because of the severity of the day. In Surah Muzammil, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the day, the day in which a child will become old person. كيف تكفرون بالله يوم يجعل الولدان شيبا السماء منفطر به يوم يجعل, the day when a little child will become an old person because of the severity of the day. The day in which the sky will be torn apart. And you will see as if the people has lost their senses. Allah says, وَمَا هُمْ بِسُكَارٍ, that will not be sukar. They will be sane. And وَلَكِنَّ عَذَابَ اللَّهِ شَدِيدٌ, but punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very harsh. So my respected brothers, although we are enjoying our life here, ignoring the orders of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if we like, okay, we respect them. If some other times, we don't respect them. It's easy to ignore today, but the consequences will be very grave in the hereafter. Soon our time will be over. Today we can earn. Today we can do something for our akhirah. وَمَا تُقَدِّمُوا لِأَنفُسِكُم مِّنْ خَيْرٍ, whatever you will send for yourself in the akhirah, you will find it there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reserve it for us there. So that is the whole thing that is ahead of us. Basically, that is our future for which we have to worry for. Everybody is running after dunya and saying, we need to see what our future is. What's the future of our children? They should go to the best colleges and the schools. Get into some good profession so that they can earn money. Well, that's okay, but that future is limited and not known to us. How long those days will be. Maybe 10 years, 20, 30, or just a few days. Many students die while they are studying. How many they die? But the future after that is very long. This life will end. This life of this dunya will end. But the life itself will not stop, it will continue, but that will be a different phase. What we have done for that. Now, this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you want dunya and akhirah both, listen to this. Man amila saliham min zakarin aw unsa, wa huwa mu'minun, فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُ حَيَاةً طَيِّبَةً وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْرُهُمْ بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, whosoever will make amal and amal salih. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us life and the choice, but He sent the hidayah. He sent Kitabullah and Rasulullah for us as guidance, the nur to follow. Whosoever will respect and follow and do good amal, whether he is a man or a woman, min zakarin aw unsa, wa huwa mu'minun, he is the mu'min, he is a true believer. So in other words, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us the definition of a mu'min. A mu'min, whether man or woman, is the one who is doing amal salih for sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. then what will be the result? فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُ حَيَاةً طَيِّبَةً. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward as a gift a life which we want to live. A good life, hayatan tayyiba. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calling it hayatan tayyiba. A kind of life which everybody would love to live. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising that we will definitely give them this kind of a life. If we use our own mind and get the money, gather the wealth and the real estate and other things for us, thinking that this will bring us a good life, we may not get that. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising, if you would listen to Allah and His Rasul and would make itaat and obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as He wants us to do, then as a reward Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless us with a life which will be very comfortable life, which will be the best life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq for that. This is dunya. And then in akhirah, وَلَنَجْزِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْرَهُمْ بِأَحْسَنِ مَا كَانُوا يَعْمَلُونَ. Make good amal, get the good life in dunya, and in akhirah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is promising that we will give them the reward in akhirah as well. So both this world and that world, to make them best for us, the only choice is to make amal salih. And amal salih is called amal salih only when it is done for sake of Allah, not for sake of people, or not to show off something. Once a person came and asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, sometimes I want to do something very good, amal salih. But then I think, I also think in my mind that the other people should also know about this. They should also appreciate. What do you say about that? Rasulullah sallallahu did not reply. Did not say anything till the ayah came, which is the last verse of Surah Kahf. فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. Whosoever knows or has full faith and yaqeen that he will meet his Rabb should make amal and amal salih, and do not mix anything with it. Don't make any shirk. Although this is shirk khafi, this is riya, to show off. This ayah came and Rasulullah gave me the answer. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not like that we should do something for the sake of the people as well as for the sake of Allah. Everything has to be for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Although we respect others, respect our parents, our elders, our ulama, our own brothers, we look for their pleasure as well, but also for the sake of Allah. So everything should be done for the sake of Allah, and the best thing is to make this dua, which are the words of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allahumma rahmataka arju, fala takilni ila nafsi tarfat ayn, wa aslih li sha'ni kullahu la ilaha illa. Allah, so ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us. Do not let us be with our own nafs, but you help us. Do not let us act upon the schemes of our own nafs. So we are asking help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jalla, and whosoever will ask, he will get it. So my respected brothers, for us is this thing to understand my time is this time in which I have the choice to do either amal salih or follow the nafs, follow this dunya, follow shaitan and do wrong things, evil things, things which are not permissible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this time. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given the choice, but He has given the warning. See, in this dunya, pleasures and unpleasant things are side by side. We live with them together. A person gets sick sometimes. Although the most of our life will remain healthy, sometimes we do get sick. We suffer from fever, runny nose or some other diseases. Not only that, but many other things come. Unpleasant things come. So we face happiness. We get happiness and we face the hardships. We enjoy the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to make shukr at that time. And when the bala comes, when anything which is not good for us, which we don't like, when that comes, we should make sabr. That's the life of a moment. But soon a time will come. There is a place, there is nothing which is unpleasant. Everything is pleasing. Everything is to please, to make everyone happy. That is Jannah. There is no such thing which can be harmful, uncomfortable, unpleasant. No. And there is another place in which everything is painful, disrespectful, and that is Jahannam. So both things will be separated at that time. In order to go to Jannah, we need to follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's order. He says, فَإِمَّا يَأْتِيَنَّكُم مِّنِّي هُدًى فَمَن تَبِعَ هُدَايَ فَلَا يَضِلُّ وَلَا يَشْقَى. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, allowed him to enter Jannah and live there, but asked him, prohibited him not to eat from one tree. He made a mistake, then as a result, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent him and his awlad in this dunya. But then He said, whosoever will follow the Hidayat, and Hidayat is the book of Allah for us now, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. فَمَنْ تَبِعَ هُدَايَ, whosoever will follow and obey this Hidayat, فَلَا يَضِلُّ وَلَا يَشْقَى. He will not go on the wrong path and will not face any hardship as well. ना वो गुमराह होगा और ना मुशक्कत में पड़ेगा. The straight path which will take him to Jannah is to follow the Hidayah which is coming from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also gave the warning, وَمَنْ أَعْرَضَ عَنْ ذِكْرِي فَإِنَّ لَهُ مَعِيشَةً ضَنْكًا. Whosoever will ignore, will not listen to the orders of Allah Azza wa Jal, do not follow the Hidayah, do not follow Quran and Hadiths of Rasulullah. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will make their life miserable, difficult. Even if we would like to have a good life and enjoy the comforts in this dunya, ask those people who have gathered millions or billions even, Are they happy? Are they comfortable? No. The answer will come definitely no. A mu'min who is making amal salih, even he will get sick, he will still remain comfortable, happy with Allah Azza wa Jalla. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised, فَلَنُحْيِيَنَّهُمْ حَيَاةً طَيِّبَةً. We want that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the recipe how you can get that. And also gave us the warning. Once Amir Muawiyah radiallahu ta'ala, when he was Amir al-Mu'mineen, he sent a letter to al-Mu'mineen Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha in Medina al-Munawwara, asking him for advice, but then also requested that the advice, give me advice but small, not long one. And al-Mu'mineen Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha sent him this advice. She mentioned that she heard Rasulullah saying, anyone who will respect the orders of Allah Azza wa Jalla, although the people will get unhappy for that, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect him and give him the respect amongst those people also. So a person should be holding the orders of Allah Azza wa Jal strongly and implement upon himself, no matter what kind of circumstances. If it is time for salat, yes, we need to stand for the salat. How many times we make a trip, locally or out of town or out of country? A moment will, first thing he will see is where I am praying my Maghrib or Isha or Zuhr or Fajr. Not where we will get the meal and let's have some snacks with and have this food with us. That's good, that's also allowed. But a moment's first worry is not that. Locally on the East Coast, most flights are 1 hour flights. Maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hour, 2 hours to Midwest even. Why I should book a flight half hour before Maghrib time when I have the choice to book after Maghrib also? It is little inconvenient sometimes, but that's fine. A moment leaving his home in an urgent matter to take care of it. Leaving for the pharmacy or to the hospital. Don't leave without wudu. When you will make wudu, don't leave without something which you can put on and make your salat on. The whole earth is for us. The whole earth is masjid. We can pray wherever we find time, or it is time, it's a due. So a little bit of worry and the care. Basically, this is salat, which is every day and for the rest of our life. Hajj is once in a lifetime. Ramadan comes only once in a year time. Zakat does not become due upon everyone, only wealthy and the surplus money. So what is left? Salat, 5 times salat. And enjoy the food, fruits, vegetables, and everything. Majority of the things are halal. How many things are haram? Not very many. So we can enjoy everything. Do not listen to shaitan or follow our own nafs. The only thing is to follow the advice or the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the good life is guaranteed and promised. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala further said, not only that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make their life miserable in this dunya, وَنَحْشُرُهُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ أَعْمَى. On the day of judgment, he will be created again blind. Because he was blind to the ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this dunya, so he will be created blind. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Dr. Brothers, inshallah, after Fajr we'll have a short talk and we'll sit for the dhikr. And now we follow the advice of our elders. See, this is the thing, the love of Allah Azza wa Jalla. If it is so deep in our hearts, that love of Allah Azza wa Jalla will compel us to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we do not want to see Him unhappy. That thing should remain in our mind all the time. In order to do that, we need to make zikr so that the love of Allah Azza wa Jalla will go deep and deep in our hearts. For that, zikr and fikr like thinking and having tawajjah ila Allah. And that was the sifat of Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala rahmatullahi. Like there is a sunnah which is zahir, which we see, and sunnah of batin. Batin means the qalb of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and qulub of Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala anhu. They were always zahir. Even Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that in Quran, رِجَالٌ لَا تُلْهِيهِمْ تِجَارَةٌ وَلَا بَيْعٌ عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ. They lived their hard life. They did everything which they needed to do to live in this dunya, but never got ghafil. So we can accomplish the same, inshallah. So whatever we have heard and learned from our mashayikh and elders, just join us for a few minutes. Think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is remembering me. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised in Quran, فَاذْكُرُونِي يَذْكُرْكُمْ. When you will make my zikr, فَاذْكُرُونِي أَذْكُرْكُمْ, then I'll remember you. So if we make his zikr of Allah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also makes our zikr, meaning He blesses us with His rahmah. So imagine that the rahmah and nur is coming and pouring in our hearts. This much is called fikr and muraqabah. And then also in your mind, because Allah says, وَاذْكُرِ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ وَتَبَتَّلْ إِلَيْهِ تَبْتِيلًا. وَاذْكُرِ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ. Make zikr of the name of your Rabb, which is Allah. So in your mind, you don't have to utter with your tongue. So keep saying that with me for spend a couple minutes, inshallah.
Sure.
masjid inshallah. Two morning, tomorrow's Fajr and Sunday's Fajr. And then tomorrow inshallah after Isha prayer, we'll explain it a little more in detail and sit for a longer time. Doing that, inshallah, the mahabbat and the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will become deeper and deeper in our hearts, and as a result, to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be very easy. And that's the whole thing. That is the order of Allah Azza wa Jal. Man amila salihan min dhakarin aw unsa wa huwa mu'min. And then hayat at-tayyiba is guaranteed in this dunya and in akhirah. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wa la quwwata illa billah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidil mursalin. اللهم أعنا على تلاوة القرآن وعلى ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم إنا نسألك العفو والعافية في الدين والدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. اللهم إنا نسألك من خير ما سألك منه نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ونعوذ بك من شر ما استعاذ منه نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا محمد وعلى آله